New Zealand is famous for beautiful wine coming from the most beautiful locations. But viticulture is not as clean and green as you might think. Carbon from tractors, pesticides and contaminants, plus heavy water use, all take a toll on the environment. But in Marlborough, there's a vineyard that's looking to change all that, and animals are helping to do it. Today I'm at Yealands Estate in Seddon, Marlborough, and I'm about to meet the man behind it all, Peter Yealands. Peter and family bought the land in 2002 with a bold plan. Not just to create a vineyard, but to make sustainable, environmentally conscious wine. G'day, Peter.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate. Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you too.
Now, carbon zero, that is quite an achievement.
Well, yeah, we're pretty proud of it.
Yeah, what exactly does that involve?
Oh, look, it involves monitoring and measuring and offsetting your emissions. Any emissions that we create, we first of all, we try and minimise it, and then what we do create, we actually offset. So that when people buy something with carbon zero on it, they can do it absolutely guilt-free, knowing that that product has not contributed to global warming in any way or manner. We look for all sorts of ways to reduce our carbon footprint. So we have some very, very clever stuff going on. Solar hot water heating, wind generation, clever stuff like we use modern tractors that produce virtually no emissions. And animals are a very, very big part of this. Yealands is over 950 hectares, making it the largest privately owned vineyard in New Zealand. Normally vine rows are the only vegetation on a vineyard, but Peter wanted Yealands to be attractive to wildlife, so he created several new wetland habitats. Peter, this is amazing. When was all this planted? We planted this about 10 months ago. The primary purpose of this is for the aesthetics, and it's what we're all about, trying to bring a bit of biodiversity back into a big, massive area.
Do the birds like it? Have you seen many so far?
Yeah, the birds love it, yeah. We get teal in here, mallards of course, and the pied stilts, and this vineyard has an enormous amount of skylarks on it.
In addition to attracting wildlife to Yealands, Peter has introduced other animals who play an important role at the vineyard. These guys are obviously very cute, but they're not just a pretty face. What makes them different to other sheep, and why have you got them here?
Basically it's their size. They only grow 600 mil at the shoulder at full height, and the aim is to graze them amongst the vineyard, about 10 to the hectare, and ideally they will eliminate the need for mowers and weed spraying.
Well, I guess only growing to 600 mils, they'd be perfect because they don't eat the grapes, huh?
Yeah, they can't reach up and get to your crop, so they're ideal.
Perfect little animal for the job.
Absolutely, yeah. Would you like to hold?
Absolutely. Come here, little critter. How you doing? You're pretty
Loving
relaxed.
That.
Yeah, she's very relaxed. Ironically for Peter, while it's important to attract and encourage some animals, others are unwelcome guests.
Starlings, sparrows and chaffinches. And chaffinches are pretty annoying because they'll just come in and peck each grape. Starlings tend to pick the whole grape off.
Most vineyards have shooting parties to control pest birds, taking valuable time and resources. But not at Yealands. Here, Peter has a different solution, using our own native falcon. Well, joining Peter and I here is Colin, who works with falcons here in the Marlborough region. Colin, what's so special about these native birds?
The falcon's a very fast flyer. It's our fastest flying bird, and he has incredible eyesight, so he can see a small target at a long range.
So Peter, what role do falcons play here on your winery?
This whole vineyard is 1,150 hectares, and one pair of falcons would roam over the whole of this and use it for its territory. We get a great benefit from that, but we also love being involved in the project that's going to help save these endangered native birds.
We've got some rescue falcons that wouldn't survive in the wild, and we've put them into pens, and we've got a breeding program going, and we're releasing the progeny into the wild.
So a real win-win, eh?
That's a win-win, yep.
Peter is well on the path to making Yealands a fully sustainable operation, but there's still a long way to go. Well, we've had a fantastic day out on the vineyard here. Thanks again, Peter, for showing us around. What are your plans for the future?
The goal for us is ultimately to be fully sustainable, and I mean that in the broad sense. So we look at every opportunity, and if it's viable and becomes part of our goal, then we go for it. Fantastic. Well, I guess there's only one thing left for us to do, really, isn't there? A nice drop of wine, eh? Exactly, yeah. Sample some of your fine product. Yep. Cheers. Cheers.